Today we're going to start with a quick landscape so that you can get a feel for layers with gelatin plates. When you open your container, you're going to press down at a corner and lift the gelatin out of the container and place it on your tray or whatever surface you're going to be working on. I'm using acrylic paints for this demonstration, but this also works with tempera paint as well. So I know I want to start with a sky background. I'm using a little bit of light blue, a little bit of white. I'm going to pick up my brayer and I'm only rolling sideways because I want a sort of texture blotchy sky effect. When I roll out my paint, I'm going to print my first print, pull that print, and then I'm going to print 2 ghost prints. If you completely clear your plate with 2 ghost prints, it's a sign that you're using the right amount of paint. If it takes more than 2 ghost prints, you may have to lighten your load next time you're adding color to your plate. So now that I have a few blue backgrounds, I'm going to print some leaves, and I want my green to be a little bit dark. So I'm adding some blue to the green. I'm going to add a little drop of red to the green. This time I'm rolling my paint in both directions to try to mix those colors together. I'm going to grab a couple of leaves, and usually you want the veins to press into the paint. So put the veins down into the jello. I've got a couple leaves on here, and then just for fun, I'm going to grab a piece of yarn and zigzag it back and forth to represent the layers of earth below my trees. When I print this, I could print it on one of the blue papers or I could print it on one of the white papers. But either way, you're going to see that the leaves print the negative image. So do you see how the paper stays white wherever I put down something to block the paint? So where the leaves and the string, the paper is going to stay white, and then the rest is going to be filled with color. So this is my first ghost print, and now I'm really trying to clean off that gelatin plate everywhere except for where the leaves and the string are. This is my second ghost print. Pretty clean. So now I can pull up the string and I can pull up the leaves and get ready for the magic to happen. There is paint underneath that leaf, so if you want to stamp that somewhere, you're welcome to, but what's really going to be magic is what is on the plate right now. So I took my lightest blue background. I'm going to give the gelatin plate a little massage. Abracadabra, da 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 da. And so I just love what happens when these leaves are printed. So now that paint that had been hiding under the leaf has now printed something that looks almost photographic. One more thing I'm going to show you before I send you on your way is using some rubber stamps and lifting the ink off the gelatin plate. So I'm going to add a little bit of paint just to one side, rolling up a nice little block of paint right there. And I'm going to steal some of the paint from one side of the plate and I'm going to stamp it on the clean side of the plate. I'm going to do that again. Steal some paint, stamp it over. You can dip other things into that paint as well. Sometimes like the back of a paintbrush will give you a nice dotted pattern. I'm going to test the stamp and make sure I like it. Ooh, I do like the way that bird came out. So now I'm going to print it into my real landscape. And now I'm also going to print whatever is left on that gelatin plate. So remember what I said, you can use other objects to lift some of the paint and stamp it over to the clean side. So I'm using the bottom of a Sharpie to lift up some of the paint, stamp it on the other side. The end of a paintbrush works really well. And now I'm ready to see how that prints. Now the thing with gelatin prints is some experiments come out better than others. You just have to keep playing until you find the magic combination that works for you.